right, baby, listen. It's Candis and Candid Talk. I'm all the way in Georgia with it. I'm here with Courtyard, but I'm gonna let him do his own introduction.
Hey, what's going on in this Courtyard, man? We up here at the shop, Baby Bird Automotive, trying to get it in right quick.
Right quick. They got a lot to get in. I don't even know where we finna start at, but we finna start. And let's start here. Where are we getting this Baby Bird Automotive from? Where the name come from?
Well, Karlos had a joke a couple years back. It was a homeless guy. He was walking in the store and he was like, "Hey, man, help me out. I need a couple dollars." Gave him a couple dollars. Long story short, he said, "Baby Bird, you put me back in the game." And that's how.
And that's where the name came from.
Yeah, so long running joke.
What's going on right here?
All right, this is a 68 Camaro.
Okay.
We're doing a QA1 suspension, 4-link on it. It's LS swap.
LS swap, okay.
And we're just trying to get it ready for the summer so we can get on outside and cut a few tires and do whatever we need to do and make sure it's efficient and running good.
So I be seeing, like, just looking through your stuff, like a lot of A-bodies come in. Why is that what you specialize in? A-body, G-body, like?
Probably, we do a lot of A-body, we do a lot of F-body, G-body, of course. B-body, got a lot of Impalas too, so.
Everybody's come here. All the bodies come here. This is, okay. So you got, like, this your full-time crew? Or is it more like any given day? Because I'm talking about from the time I walked in, y'all got some vehicles, some stuff to do.
Yeah, this is a full-time crew right here. This is who's usually here all the time, so.
What you gotta do this?
Don't just get tuned up. New Archer spark plugs, wires. Check over it. Been sitting up for a while, so we got to make sure it's back out on the street, right?
We're talking about the bodies over there. For people who may not understand the bodies when it comes to the cars, can you explain it? What are we looking at right here?
This is a B body.
B body. What makes it a B body? Just the year.
GM made it a B body. I don't know particular why they call them B body, but most of your Fox Chevys and Caprices and Impalas like in those years don't be B bodies.
Okay, and the A body would be what?
Chevelle. Gonna be like Chevelles and stuff.
Chevelle,
Yeah,
a lot of Chevelles. Okay,
you get
the years
to it, yeah. Because it's multiple A bodies. This would be considered an earlier A body.
This right here. And what where y'all doing to this?
Twin turbo one.
Twin turbo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a twin turbo car.
They racing with it?
No, just a cruise around. Don't build race cars like that.
You don't?
No. Everything we build mostly is everyday drive.
Look good.
Yeah.
It'll look good. Why I need a twin turbo if I'm just cruising around? Because what I need that much horsepower for if I ain't gonna be.
Same reason you need different persons.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes you want a variety of stuff to drive. Sometimes you want something that's just naturally aspirated. Then you might want a power added. Okay. You might want to hear a turbo one.
Okay, makes sense. Everybody's got in here now working as far as manpower in order to keep that up with them 15 plus 10 cars moving in a day. How many people you say as far as manpower that you need to get
about 7 of
About 7 of y'all? What got you into like cars anyways?
Always liked cars all my life, and then I had my uncles that used to drink beer underneath the tree and do some shade tree mechanicing.
So you was interested to be up under that with them?
Got interested. They drank it, and boy had me this wrench, and
you get them wrenches.
It went from there to changing brakes, changing oil, so we got into doing tune-ups, and then it just grew from there.
And earlier you mentioned Karlos. Has he always been into cars as well, or?
Yeah, we always.
Y'all first cousins?
Yeah, we first
cousins. So y'all close?
Real close, like brothers, more than cousins.
So whose idea was it to open up the shop?
It just made sense at the point that we were sending stuff to different shops, getting it done, and start spending a big bag. And it's like you might as well
keep that bag,
keep the bag,
and make the bag,
still have a place to store some of these cars.
That makes sense. And y'all, this is pretty big. Is this your first shop that y'all open, or is this one of many?
First, but not the last.
first but not the last. And it's pretty big in here. We got how many cars? I gotta go through and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 at any given time. 15. Depending on how you park it and move it. Sheesh. What car do you own?
Huh? Oh, my car's at home.
Cars. What kind of cars we got?
Got luxury sports. I got Aero Coupe, Monte Carlo, Aero Coupe, my Chevy, trucks.
What's your favorite car?
You ain't even gonna believe it. I ain't even the old school. My favorite car is my daily driver, my 2003 GMC Sierra.
Wow. Why is that your favorite? Because it's just, what? Why is that your favorite?
Low key. I like to be low key.
Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. What time okay, so how does our work day look? Talk me through the work day. Like, if I'm coming here at Baby Bird Automotive, like, how is my work day gonna be?
It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna start at 10 though.
Okay, so we start at 10 in the morning.
We start at 10, work to 5 or 6. And every problem that you can have, you're probably gonna have it that day, but we're gonna get some stuff done.
Y'all gonna get it done. So do you get your hands dirty, get your hands oily, or are you more so like oversee at this point?
A little both. If I have to get my hands dirty, I'll get my hands dirty.
Yeah, I wanna look. I like to be, I done came from South Florida, Phoenix Fab. I done welded some stuff. I think I know about something. I need to learn about something.
You almost went blind, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a little mask thing on at first. What are you doing?
Oh,
You sorting or something?
no, he's cleaning the frame off so we can put the 4-link in there. He can't weld it. It's painted, so we gotta clean the frame off.
And then the welding is next.
Yeah.
Chuck,
Yes, ma'am.
hey.
Hello.
I was just admiring your work, just asking what you were doing.
Grinding it down, cleaning it up so we can weld it together.
And he said you was cleaning it up because you can't really weld when the paint is there.
Yeah, you can't weld to paint because it's bare metal.
Bare metal. Oh, how long have you been welding?
About 20 years.
20 years, just welding, or you do everything?
I do pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything. How long have you been here? Working here?
About a year.
About a year? You like it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you alone, Chuck, because you look like you was into that grinding, buffing, getting all the paint and stuff off. Bare metal to weld. All right. This is an Oldsmobile. My grandma used to have an Oldsmobile.
My grandma did too.
So, well, who car this is?
It's one of Los's cars.
Los, what you know of this car? So we doing? We fixing it up and we selling it, or we just gonna fix it up and just have multiple to ride around?
This one, we rarely sell.
For real?
Rarely sell. Nah. So this actually, our grandmother had a car, exact same one.
Wow.
And we seen this one online and
Y'all got it. Just remind us
had
of
to
your
get
grandma.
it. Yeah.
Oh. Same color and everything?
Same color and everything.
Grandma. They
That's what we
remembering
call
you.
this car, Grandma.
For real?
Yeah, that's what we call the car, grandma.
They remembering you. I love it. But what y'all doing with it? It's suspended.
Well, we got to pull the transmission out of it.
Replace it?
Yeah, we're gonna replace the transmission and get some cool stuff underneath the hood too.
Dang, we can't see. What's cool stuff? What y'all did on the hood?
Well, we put the Terminator on there. We deleted the distributor.
The who?
The distributor of the car. We deleted it.
Oh, okay.
So we got cam phase and everything on there. Basically almost like a race car, but not a race car.
Okay, Cuddy. Okay. What year is this?
86, I think.
86. 1 year older than me. This got 38. 38. Anybody? Baby Bird Automotive. We in here. We in the building. Yeah. So when I walked in, I probably saw like a plethora of vehicles, like 20, 40. They all got to come in, or are some of them on their way out?
Eventually they'll come in.
Sheesh. Boy, look at here.
But someone ready to come out too.
Someone ready to come out, but that's, I'll keep it moving.
They just waiting on the
Assembly
next
line.
phase.
The next
Most are waiting
phase.
for paint or interior or something like that. We're trying to stay away from
Full bills.
full bills. I don't want to do another year-long project. It's not really.
So that's the approximate time for a full bill, a year long?
I mean, it could go longer than that, especially when you're dealing with paint men, interior guys, and stuff like that. We're going to stick to just motor work and suspension work.
So that's what y'all specialty is. Y'all don't do the interior and everything. Y'all send it off
No,
once y'all
we
do
send it
y'all,
off.
and then it come back to y'all.
Yeah, we'll let the customer worry about their interior and paint.
Y'all do everything else from there, handling it from there.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Just tell the folks, tell the people what we looking at up under here. What are we looking at?
This is a 70 Chevelle that has been LS9 swap.
LS9 swap.
It's a
Okay.
Corvette motor, LS9.
Okay.
Supercharged.
So I like it. Everything about it. Quick. Let's see what tires, what we got.
Got some Forgies on the side.
Okay, blight. Okay. Matching the interior. I love it. All right, so we moving from place to place like a cubby hole, spot to spot. I'm really finna be So what we got going on over here, Shawn and what's your name, Mr. Swap It?
Swap.
Oh, Swap. Oh. What we doing?
Still putting the kit together.
What kind of kit?
Go ahead, it's your project.
Nah, this
Go ahead.
yeah, it's just a hobby kit for the front
There you
end.
go.
Alternator, AC compressor, belt, tensioner, water pump, some stuff. A little upgrade for the car.
Upgrade for the car, because this is all new stuff y'all done ordered. Huh?
Yeah, all new stuff.
And how long you been in automotive, the industry?
23 years, ain't
Anytime
it?
somebody start, I'm like, shit, you know it's gonna
23
be a long
years,
time.
goddammit.
23 years?
Yeah.
How long with Courtyard?
Going on 5.
Going on 5. Where were you before then?
St. Louis.
So you from St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Up there, move me down here.
Where? Big block or LS?
I guess I could say that depends on the car. You feel me? Like a car like that twin turbo stuff in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it also take a big block. If it was me, I would have put a nice big block in it. Even though I do all the LS stuff, but
So
it all depends on the car.
walk me through. Swapping it out or not swapping it out?
Swap it out, but like on some, I don't know, maybe because I've been working on, you got 100-some cars, so, and I do all LS stuff, so it's just good to see something different.
Something
sometimes.
different. So
Like that Chevelle, well, it's at the utility shop.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of swapping it, we put a brand new big block in it, and then, you know what I'm saying? It just give it the OG look still.
So the OG look. So big block. Am I like as far as the horsepower? What am I looking at? Is it?
Well, it all depends on how it's built. So big block, you can go from 5 to 1,000 in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna cost. LS gonna cost you a lot, but if you spend 20, you still gonna have a 500 horsepower car. You know what I'm saying? Just
But
depends on
I gotta
what
spend
you
more
spend.
if I'm talking about a big block.
Yeah,
like,
big block always costs more.
Always.
Man, that's coming from an LS man. I don't care what nobody say.
It's cost more.
Costs more, but the black car is Chuck. All that Ford Coyote motor, that's him right here. He can start that car. You know.
Sheesh.
I need him to I get that damn car.
What's the most popular car y'all get in? Cause like they come in on a daily, weekly basis. Like
It was Chevelle's at one time.
Man,
But now what we come out?
6 of them back to back.
Yes.
Cause y'all doing.
Now
what's
you
supposed
never
to be
know.
done. Now you never know.
know. Shit.
No, it might be. Ain't no telling, it could be. By the end of this week, it might be 96 Impalas, or it could be box Chevys. We might end up with 6, 7 box Chevys by the end of the week.
When I'm working on a vehicle, what's the most rewarding part about just car period? Whether I'm swapping out or whatever, what do you feel is the most rewarding part about working on a car?
That it works properly.
When it leave here?
Yeah, and it's working properly, and ain't nobody calling you back and telling about, hey, this leaking up, stuff like that. You could go up and down the road with no problem. It's the best part.
What's my average? If I want to come in here and I want to just the LS swap, like I give me about 600 somewhere around there as horsepower. What would I be spending on an average?
600 horsepower, you need at least spend about 45, 50. The average swap costs 25 to 35,000.
Okay, all right.
And that's just basic.
And that's just basic.
Yeah, if you want some of that cute stuff, it's gonna be way more expensive.
I want the cute stuff. I want the accessorize and stuff.
Well, you want some stuff that's gonna look like this swap where we get custom.
That's how the wires tuck and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna tuck everything once we get it finished up. Everything. You probably need to bring about 70,000 to 80,000.
7,000 having and then get my stuff done and get up out of here. Okay. I've been wanting to know this because I be in Florida. I'm from Florida. I be in Florida all the time. Definitely South Florida. With their culture. How would you compare the South Florida car culture with what we talking about in Georgia? Like y'all car scene, y'all culture here.
Y'all more on dunks down there.
Okay. So what you saying?
Y'all like dunks down there. We more This would be the G-Body capital.
Okay. G-Body capital. Georgia G-Body capital. Okay.
Just look when you drive down the street. See
Now I'm gonna pay attention.
how many G-Bodies you gonna see? This is the Monte Carlo capital for sure. So you can ride by any street and see a SS Monte Carlo anywhere around Georgia, especially in Atlanta.
We do car shows a lot in Florida as well. I be seeing them, when I'm looking on social media, other places as well. But as far as the car shows here, besides Ross Car Show, are there any other ones that you would say you consider big or when it comes to Georgia?
Yeah, some big car shows around here. Like the day after Ross Street Whips do a big show.
Okay.
So KJ put on the show, then everybody goes to Whips by Wade show. We got a car show from the end of April every weekend until probably almost Thanksgiving. You go find
Jeez, the end of April to November.
you can almost find a car
May,
show
June,
every-
July, August, November.
Yeah, with
That's
the-
like 7 months.
Yeah, within an hour or 2 hour radius, you'll find car shows everywhere. Right, every weekend.
Do you consider yourself a shop owner, a typical car guy, or just basically just a car guy itself, like an extreme car guy extreme? You got a typical car guy. Every day I'm just chilling. I don't make a big deal about it. I don't flex it a lot. Or would you put yourself just in the automotive shop ownership, or how?
I think it's a little of all of them.
I love them.
I take a piece from her. I come from running businesses anyway, so I always understand the business aspect of it.
What were, before we get to that, where you said you come from running businesses?
Yeah.
Like what type of businesses were you in?
I used to run restaurants. I was an area manager at a fast food franchise for ever since I was 17 or 18.
Dog, and you brought that aspect, that mindset to,
Yeah.
okay, like fast food, how they put them burgers on the assembly line, we getting these cars out. That's pretty much what it is.
But I also ran shops in between. I ran a transmission shop, express lube, and stuff like
Stuff
that.
like that in between. Wow.
And I always was into running my own business. Even if I did work somewhere else, I always had a side hustle where I was running a business. So I had detail shops. I painted houses. I done everything. I had a crew everywhere I went.
I wanna I'm a real person, I'm a personable type person. And you work with some employees, you work with employees in the restaurant franchise business, and then you deal with people on a day-to-day basis as far as these cars. Is there any memorable interaction you had with a client, we can say a client or a customer, so where that it kind of impacted you? Like something you learned from them, maybe it was just, could have been a good or bad interaction, but it impacted you in a way. Can you speak on something?
Anything. But I don't try to think about the negative impacts I had with a customer. I mean, that's just crazy. I just like when you show a person their car and they like, this mine, and they drive it, they smiling.
That's good enough for
and
you.
And then I see them at a car show in it, and they,
hey, I'm you got me right. I'm cruising. I'm riding.
oh, we had a car show. They like, hey, I want you to be, this who did my car.
Wow.
Over there with them. I like just that right there is cool with me.
I think, and this is me, I don't own no shop, but this is me back and forth talking to people, interviewing, whatever. How do you balance this work life with your personal life?
So it's not for the weak. That's what you
That
can't
ain't
be
for the
weak.
weak.
No, if you suicidal or something like that, I don't suggest you own a shop or any kind of business if you can't deal with pressure. Because it's always going to be pressure. It's always going to be deadlines.
Take a different type of mindset.
And you got to be ready for the first year or two. You're not going to really see no money. All you doing is trying to feed your staff. You don't see
first
no
year
money.
or two?
Yeah, you ain't going to see no money unless you're a one-man band. That's the only way you're going to see it. Because the overhead, you already start off in the hole. You got to get a building.
Yeah.
You got to buy supplies. You got to have tools. You got to have some employees. So you already lost. You just
Right then, when I'm starting off, I'm in the negative.
So you got to make sure you can maintain and hold on until it pops. And stay focused. Keep a lot of faith. That's the only way you're going to make it through it.
What is going?
Oh, this going in my car.
What core you got? Core.
What?
Yeah.
Baddest motherfucking G-body in Georgia.
Where's it? Why you laugh?
He full of shit.
Here you go.
This
Nah.
one your preference?
Yeah. Wilson built it.
Like,
Yeah, so that's just a standard. It's a 6.0 LS2 base engine. It's been bored over 5.
this a secret.
Nah.
No.
Oh,
Hell no.
No, everything's set up for
I'm so
LSA
loud, shit, I
supercharger.
done already told.
He don't want to drag race or nothing crazy, but he let me do whatever I need to do. So it's got the right cam in it. Brian Tooley PDS Stage 3 supercharger cam for the LSA. It's got DSS, dish pistons in it.
dish pistons.
Yeah, for boost.
I would say, why do I need that?
Nice 5-foot rings, so it'll be able to handle. If he wants to get crazy and put it on a rev limiter a couple times and do burnout, it ain't gonna tear up on him.
Burnouts, it ain't gonna tear up.
No, he can do all the burnouts. I'm gonna make
Wilson, you legit like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to own a machine shop. That's how I met everybody up here. Build engines.
Oh, so
So-
you come from building engines?
Yeah, and I run this. I'm the general manager here. So when Courtyard or Chucky's not here or Karlos, I do everything. All the invoices, order all the parts, build all the engines.
What was the
run shop.
what was your best experience? The most fun as relates to building the engine. Tell me the engine and what
Being able
car
to
was
put-
going in.
Being able to put all of them. Being able to put it in the car. A tailored engine for the car. Being able to see it do a burnout. Customer smile or get scared.
Smile or get scared. Why I'm
Yeah.
get scared?
When you got something like, this is gonna be 700 horsepower. Yeah. It's not. People
We
don't
ain't going
realize
off.
it's not a Hellcat 700 horsepower. This is a real to the wheel 700 horsepower.
Ooh wee!
And his car is actually rare and something really nice
yeah,
to
it's
see.
a ticket,
It's different. Big Grand Prix.
You said six,
Yeah, 2+2. It's weird looking, but I love it.
Hey, watch out.
Let me see
You
again.
just want me to be like everybody else.
So that
What you, hold on, you just tapped.
is a 427
Started up.
LS base
That's how I met Lowe's. That's
with
how we
an
found
LS9
Tapping
supercharger.
Yeah.
So LSA
That's how I got
supercharger
started.
is what you'll find on CTSVs, Z01 Camaros. LS9 supercharger is going to be on the Z01 Corvette only.
Rain, I had my
So it's
shit
a
on.
rare
I'm finna be out there.
supercharger,
I'm
but
helping
it puts
niggas
out a lot of
pull
power.
off
That
the
car
rain.
makes almost 800 wheel horsepower.
Well, how that
And
work?
it's in a Chevelle that's not supposed to go that fast with a 24-inch wheel.
It's an apple.
You
That's
sold
not,
out.
not set up to handle
That's
that.
why. That's how I got
So that's an
started.
exciting car because it'll get down.
But it was-
It's rowdy.
Hell yeah. What?
That
All my
Trailblazer,
kids want
the black Trailblazer, it's got a 6.2 LSA. It's a full LSA, but rod and piston, good rod and pistons in it. The supercharger's ported. It makes 700 wheel horsepower, and that's crazy to see in a Trailblazer. And it's not fun to drive because the Trailblazer is not, made to handle that. You're going really fast in the SUV, and you're not supposed to. And then something as simple as the 6.2, so it's a 6.2 LS3 in that Camaro. It makes 480 wheel horsepower, but it's just naturally aspirated, super rowdy, gets up in RPM quick. It's just fun to drive. It's not too much power, so you can still get on it without spinning tires at 60 miles an hour. Once you get something like this, that's 700 horsepower, 800 horsepower, when you get on the street and you go to pass somebody, you don't want to accidentally do burnouts and things like that. So it's nice to have something that's smooth and not too hard to manage. So they're all fun in their own respect. Everything's tailored to each car. We got to know how much the car weighs, what transmission's going in it, what gear ratio, what size wheel to even pick a camshaft. So they're not generic store-bought engines. They're completely tailored to each and every car. So it makes it even more special.
All right, we got a slingshot here. Really can't tell me this is exclusive.
Yeah, it's gonna be something crazy though.
Something crazy. And I wanted to know, but I can't know. So I'm gonna be looking out for this.
G14 class,
Yes. So we was over here having a conversation, talking, and I was really, if y'all look into his eyes, they're hazel, but it looked like they changed as well. I asked where these eyes come from. He said his granddad. And then I got into just picking. I asked about him and Karlos. I wanted to know who was the oldest. And this the big little cousin. Big cousin.
Me and him the same height.
Y'all, oh my God. See, I don't know. I haven't seen him in person. Y'all the same height?
Yeah, he just look tall on TV.
Just look tall on TV. So Karlos, okay. Over here, this on board. That's y'all jobs. Like who working on what at what time?
Yeah, sometimes. That's kind of outdated. We got away from the board, but we got to get back
Just
to
get it done. Oh, why get back to it and help keep everything organized?
Yeah. That way ain't nobody sitting around or nothing like that.
Right, everybody doing something. So if I come in here, I'm punching the clock. How am I punching the clock? Like, yo, I'm here Courtyard, and I'm getting busy on what I'm supposed to be working with.
A morning meeting.
For real?
Yes.
Morning meeting. What is a typical morning meeting?
Just talk about what we need to get done for the day and what we expect for the day.
I like that. This is a real business. Stop playing. Stop playing. They doing it over here at Baby Bird. Is Los getting his hands dirty up under some hoods?
No, I ain't.
Los ain't doing it, but he gonna tell you what he wants.
He's just the face.
He the face.
He the face.
You do all the work.
No, I don't do all the work. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie.
But we got all these good workers here that's very knowledgeable. As far as helping build the family legacy, will it be just you and Los, or
No, his brothers work here too.
Oh, are they here today?
They probably eased out down like cameras.
Oh, camera shot. Understood. Yeah. We getting delivery, special delivery. What we getting delivered over here? 26 standard. Yup, flow cap. I don't know what is going on. Say liquid gold on the side of this thing. Woo! Wonder whose car is going on. Courtyard. Mm-hmm. I want to know, and honest opinion, because this Candis is candid talk. So we being honest. What's your thoughts on like the car culture, like the whole car culture? I'm not even gonna put it in a little box. I just want to know what's your thoughts on the car culture as it is today.
I think it's pretty cool, but I think everybody should build what they like and don't worry about what's on Instagram or what's going on at a car show. As long as you build it with your money and how you like it, everything should be cool. Don't nobody need to be online judging nobody's car because you ain't put a dime in it. So build what you like. That's all I can tell you.
Build what you like. Stop worrying about what you're seeing on social media. When you go to visit different places, you get exposed to different things. And just being here, down in the GA, but being in Georgia, like, it's a different perspective. I'm from not South Florida, but I'm from Florida. I be in South Florida, but just to come see what y'all got going on, like, it opens your mind up, But like you said, not I'm used to, Yeah. But now I'm seeing A bodies and B bodies and G bodies over here. So yeah, and then now I'm definitely gonna pay attention leaving here and riding down the street.
Yeah, it's a warm day like this. You're gonna see a bunch of A bodies and G bodies for sure. Somebody gonna have their top drop.
He's talking about it's a warm day. Yesterday it was freezing. This morning it was like 37. Right now it's a little 60-ish. But it's cooler in here because they got the things all up or whatever, and then it's a breeze or whatever. But Baby Bird been open for what, 2 years?
Yes. Softly open 2 years.
Okay, in the next 5 years, where do you see it going?
I can see a couple more Baby Bird automotives around.
A couple more?
Yeah. Might have Baby Bird North, Baby Bird South.
What we in right now?
This Central. This head location.
Oh, okay.
This Central. But it might be South one day. We might put one up north. Might put one in Mississippi.
If you had a mission, we gave this shop a mission statement. Like your goal, your mission, your vision. And I know you said we're gonna see a few opened up sooner or later in different locations. What's your mission? Like when you thought about putting this shop together, you and Lowe's, y'all was like, boom, let's do a shop. What was the one goal in mind? I don't know if it was a phrase or what was the mission in mind?
Just tell the truth. Be honest, because a lot of shops don't tell the truth. A lot of shops don't be honest. I would say undersell, overproduce.
Undersell, overproduce. That's what we going by. I like it. Undersell, overproduce. Do you feel like you have a little bit of leverage when it comes to, because I know you have your own cars as well. You ride cars and stuff. Do you feel like knowing, because I could just give you the money and just bring my car anywhere, but do you feel like if, as a person in the culture wanting to build a car, that I should have some kind of knowledge about what I'm getting done to my car as far as the different aspects of building a car?
Well, if you usually when you like something, you study it a little bit before you even do it. So I would say do a little research. That way you're not getting messed over by nobody. But make sure you deal with an honest shop
Before bringing my car in.
and make sure they're transparent. I mean, a lot of people come up here because they know Los own it. And then a lot of people always see me outside. So I'm not hiding from nobody. I ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody. So you're going to see me ride up and down the street. I'll be at car shows, race events and everything. So I try to make sure We stand on business around here about that.
Stand on business. You understand? You heard him? Absolutely.